The defeat in Trivandrum will alert the Indian team management once again to a little problem area that they've been trying to confront in T20 cricket for a while now. How well does this team do when they bat first as opposed to when they are chasing? Chasing doesn't seem to be a problem. It was on evidence in the first game. But yet again in this second game, India's problems batting first came to the fore. 144 for 4 in the 16th over. Really good place from where to launch from. But India only getting to 170. That's 26 in the last 4 overs. That is a problem area. The one aspect that will please them is an experiment that came good. Shivam Dube sent up to bat at number 3. He is known to be a big hitter and he got 50 odd in just 30 balls, 4 sixes in there, and showed that he is one of the players that India can invest in T20 cricket and use as a bit of an enforcer, especially in situations like this when they are batting first and looking to set a big target. One other area of concern, and this was highlighted by Virat Kohli at the end of the game, has been India's below par fielding. This has been a running theme in both the games so far. 3 catches dropped in the second game. One of those catches was off Lendl Simmons, who went on to score 60 odd and finish the game off for the West Indies. He is, of course, one of their more experienced players, and once he got in, India found it very difficult to control him, especially in the dewy conditions. So quite clearly, India's catching remains an issue. Some of those were quite straightforward catches, and in fact in the first game, India did drop quite a few catches as well, as many as 5. So going into the final game in Mumbai, this is an area that India will have to look at very closely, because these opportunities against a strong West Indies team will not come very often, and if India allow for these catches to slip by, it will be very difficult for them to win games. So the series decider in Mumbai, and some questions for India to answer. Do they start to tinker with their playing 11? Remember, the same 11 has played in the first 2 games. How does Sanju Samson get in? Difficult in this batting lineup for a place for him. Rishabh Pant had a good game in Thiruvananthapuram with the bat. With the bowling, there are some issues. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, who's come back, has gone wicketless in both the games, although a couple of catches were dropped off him. Whether India look at Mohammad Shami to replace him, or in fact Deepak Chahar, who just got a hat-trick a couple of games back, but his economy rate in this series is over 12. So does Shami come in? Also Washington Sundar, he's been doing a job in the power play, but India do have the option of Kuldeep Yadav, and maybe with an additional wrist spinner against this West Indies lineup, India might get some extra benefit. Remember, they are up against a very, very strong batting lineup. Already evidence of that seen in the game in Thiruvananthapuram with Lendl Simmons, Nicholas Pooran, but there are other players. Kyron Pollard already has shown some of his great ability with striking. Also Brandon King, an emerging player, Evan Lewis. So power hitters right throughout that West Indies lineup. India will be up against it, especially if the West Indies are chasing in Mumbai, because they bring a lot of power to the park, and no total India puts up will be secure on the night.